Hello, welcome to channel Maths Magic. Today we are going to discuss question based on coordinate geometry. We have already discussed different concept of coordinate geometry. You can go back to previous videos to learn the concepts. So question over here says given the points A coordinate -1, 0, B 1, 4 and C 3, 2. Just show that triangle ABC is isosceles. So first of all we have to discuss what is isosceles triangle. So isosceles triangles are the triangles with two equal sides. So if we have two sides with equal length, then we can say that the triangle is isosceles. So how can we show that triangle is isosceles? Let's mark it A over here. Okay, let's erase this. So we have a triangle ABC. So A, B and C. So if we can show any two sides are equal, then it's a isosceles triangle. So let's find the distance between point A and B. If you can recall, the distance formula says x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So for A and B we have the coordinates x2, so -1 minus 1. So I'm taking coordinates of A and B. So okay, let me write over here. So I'm considering A -1, 0 and B 1, 4. So -1 minus 1 whole square plus y2 y1. So 0 minus 4 whole square. Okay, let's simplify this. -1 minus 1 is -2 and -2 square is 4. And then we have 4. It's just 0 minus 4 is -4. So -4 square is 16. So it's a root 20. We can leave it or we can further simplify. If you will square root this, it will be 2 root 5. If you need to learn how you can find the square root, we will have separate video for this. And I have already explained you in the previous video how you can decide x1 x2 and y1 y2. If still you have any doubts, you can ask me. So we got the length of AB as root 20. Okay, I'll erase this and now I'll find the length of BC. So we will use the same formula and let's see what we get. So coordinates of B is 1, 4 and C 3, 2. So let's find BC. So x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So you can see this, it's a 1 minus 3 is -2 and -2 whole square is 4 and 4 minus 2 is 2. So it's again 2 square is 4. So it's a root 8 or 2 root 2. Okay, we got AB, BC. Now we have to find AC or CA. So coordinates of A over here is given as -1 and C is 3, 2. I'm not writing those coordinates again. I'll straight go to the formula section. So A over here is -1. Coordinates of A is -1 and then C is 3. So this is x2 minus x1. Now y2 is 0 and then So it's minus 1 minus 3, again minus 4. Minus 4 is minus 4 square is 16, and then minus 2 square is 4. So it's again root 20, and it's a 2 root 5. So you can see that the length of AB and AC are same. AB is equal to AC, therefore triangle ABC is isosceles, right? So it's clear now. Now we will go to part B. So I'll clear all these. If you have any doubts in part A, you can ask me in the comment. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, so part B over here is asking you to find the midpoint of BC. It's a very easy formula. We have already learned that x is equal to x2 plus x1 upon 2 and y2 plus y1 upon 2. So we have to find the midpoint of BC. So coordinate of B is 1 comma 4, C is 3 comma 2. So let's straight go to the solution. So 1 plus 3 upon 2 is a 4 upon 2, which is 2, and then y2, so it's a 4 plus 2 upon 2, 6, which is 3. So we got the midpoint as 2 comma 3. It's very simple. If you still have any doubts, you can ask me. Now we will do part C. So let me clear this and we'll discuss the part C now. Okay, so part C is asking us to use the gradients to verify that AM and BC are perpendicular. Okay, so over here I'll make a note. I have not discussed this part, so I'll give you a brief idea about perpendicular lines. So if you have a slope of line 1 or line segment 1 as M1 and slope of line 2 or line segment line 2 is M2. So if two lines are perpendicular and you multiply these two lines, those is equal to -1. Slope of one line into slope of other line is equal to -1. Okay, now we'll use this property to verify part C. So it says use gradients to verify that AM and BC are perpendicular. Okay, so over here you have to find gradient of AM and BC. So let's find the gradient of BC first. You remember the formula for gradient? It's y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Okay, y2 minus y1. So over here we are having B and C. So 4 minus 2 divided by 1 minus 3. 4 y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1. So 4 minus 2 is 2 and 1 minus 3 is -2. So it's a -1. Okay, now we will find the slope of AM. So it's M1, slope of AM. If you can recall, we just have found the coordinates of M. So can you just recall the coordinates? I have erased that, so you can go back and see the coordinates of M. So it was M is the midpoint of BC, so it is 4. So it was 2 comma 3. Okay, got it. So it's a 2 comma 3. Now A. So A over here is -1 comma 0. So we are looking for the slope of AM. So slope of AM, so it's M2. We'll use the same formula again. y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Okay, so y2, so 3 minus 0 divided by 2 minus 1. Okay, so it's a 3 and 2 minus 1 is again 3, so it's 1. Now you have to use this property which I have explained you here to verify this. So m1 into m2, so m1 over here we found minus 1 and m2 we found 1, and the answer is minus 1 itself. Okay, so you can see that we got the multiplication as minus 1, so it's showing that AM and BC are perpendicular because their gradients multiplied to minus 1. Hope it's clear. Now you have to show part D on the grid paper. You have all the answers, so I think you can easily show that on the grid paper. If you still have any doubts, you can ask me and I'll show you that on the paper also. Thank you for watching.